Delay the next generation. Where's the next generation in France? I know we got Zaiwu, but
yeah, I mean,
who's next up?
It is genuinely true that they're lacking that level below this Looking4Org team, and of course the smattering of other French players. Hopefully that changes. It would do a lot of good to their scene. But in terms of the lineup they can build in the here and now, I'm not sure you could get much better French players unless you know, bringing in Shocks and Kenny S and these sort of people. But
God, there's not
they're
even
in very different places of their careers than a lot of these guys.
Even a regional ranking for France on HLTV anymore. Finland has one, guys. Come on. Poland, Portugal.
UK.
Portugal has one.
I think you need 2 teams.
That's tough. That's tough. Coming through, Lucky. Gonna connect some shots here. Nothing substantial just yet. We got a skirmish in mid, and look at this. Players are on A. Players are on A. Zontex has just walked out. Exorcist is presumably aware of this because he's very tagged. But no one's moving just yet. Flashbang over. There they go. Exercise down. Choco to follow, and this one's looking done. Just flawless execution in this pistol round. Pushing and pulling those CTs straight into their crosshairs. Even an elimination of Maka to add insult to injury. It's all Haji. They know exactly where he is. They're coming a hunting. For Haji, it's just a question of whether he can find any sort of money out of this pistol round.
I guess the 1 kill. I think with 2020 hindsight, it's quite easy to look at that pistol round and say, if you're looking for Org and you've got a good feel that players are advanced on A or maybe mid's under pressure, why aren't we taking space elsewhere? Why aren't we rotating? And they sat still for a long time, and Spirit essentially did what they wanted in the end. Granted, a lot of nice shots, but I think Looking4Org will regret not being more dynamic. And they're actually going to force second round. We didn't see this much earlier. They loved saving into the rifles. So that's intriguing. And I'll tell you what else is intriguing. Spirit for the first time in this qualifier are starting T-side. They've chosen it.
Interesting.
I think it should be. I really believe it's, you know, maybe a 7-5, 8-4 sort of map for the T-side. I really think it's quite T-sided.
We have seen some really good defenses, though, out from Spirit. Ooh, look at this pull. Little utility shown towards A main. It's pulling everybody off of B, but in the meantime, Chopper slides into the cave. Exercise is in the corner here. This is going to get weird on the smoke fade. Spam fights going on elsewhere. They're trying to bait into that XM, I suppose. But Spirit have actually just left, and it's very much the right read because there's no resistance here on B. This is going to be quick. In they go. They're going to quickly realize no one's home.
Yeah, let's see if Looking4Org really can commit to fighting this at all. We've got 2 players flanking mid. I guess they'll give it a look. It's only Magic's out towards B long. He's tucked right in by the stairs. Now shows himself.
You've seen him.
Could do a little bit of help, actually. And now they're going to fight. Don gets 1. Just need to find an exit. That's a really nice kill from Jocko. And actually, there is a bit of a problem here. There isn't a great way out to save these guns. The bomb explosion can do real damage.
Yeah, Arfrost is a goner already. He knows it, but he really doesn't want them to take an AK out of this round. Haji is being a nuisance. He's making this expensive at the very least. Donk will delete, and that might just allow his teammates to slip away. Chopper, likely to live. Donk's dead, man. Surely, right? How does he still get a kill there? Finally eliminated, and it is the XM to make an extra $900. But Donk, getting donking early.
With 1 more save, I think they'd be tempted to buy again. But maybe this is too much to ask. A lot of damage, though. A lot of damage. And what have we got here? Exercises dropped the auto shotgun or something? What's going on here? So we have got a bit invested on a couple players, but we haven't gone all in. This could do some funky stuff to the money. The first gun. if Looking for Org are winning this series, who individually does that come off the back of? Who either has looked good so far, or who maybe needs to step up a bit more than we saw last time?
I think it's got to be Haji or Maka.
Yeah.
They've both been tremendous. Joko's had a really good... I mean, honestly, they've all been good. I don't think anyone's been a problem in their previous matches. But Haji had that 20-kill performance on Vertigo, was it? And Maka's also been looking very good with the AWP, and those are two of the things that you have to do. You're going to have to be able to use the AWP against this team, a team that really knows how to abuse their advantages. That's a nice kill from Maka. A little disjointed on the pinch here. They know he should be a goner. No one's going to want to be the one who swings. You're in mid. This is huge. Our Frost collects on the kills, and now it's all onto Haji. So a little bit of danger in this round is dealt with, and Art Frost will pick up his third. So if you're gonna beat this team, we saw yesterday really good utility usage from Movistar on the K fight in the second half, or when Spirit was on the defense, just to neutralize Donk, to prevent him from going for his aggressive fights. They actually stymied Donk a lot, which is hard to do. And then Art Frost is the next prop, because then I think Art Frost wound up somewhere like 18-9 on the score line. Like he stepped up in a huge way. So those are the things you got to shut down.
Clinical play, I guess, is the way to look at it. Few gaps, and don't allow one-on-ones, I think, is the secret.
Yeah.
So maybe playing Spirit. Let's have a look, though. First gun round. Pretty standard spread from Looking for Org. 2 in mid. As Lucky and Exercise. Maka has been left alone on A. As he goes glass cannon. Just going to post up on the pillar. And as we're waiting out these nades. Not too much going. Smoke's over now. A take nades are in. So mid nades 2. Exercise, I believe, is playing behind the doors, so he doesn't need to fall off.
Nice shot from Chopper.
Look at that done to the rotates. Maka is all alone.
Yeah, they're in real trouble. And then Maka goes down. Glass cannon reminder. It's just over. Able to slip away. That Molotov actually airburst. That's a huge difference. Allows him to escape. And now Maka can punish them. He's got the cavalry. He's got the reinforcements. He's taken down his second kill in the same breath. That's huge from Art Frost. And unfortunately, it comes down to Haji in the clutch. Health is low for these remaining two players. It's the old guns. Chopper and Magix, you've got to get this done, but a headshot will do it. Haji, this is by no means an easy fight. Knows where the first is. Flash for the check. They're just trying to stall him out. Haji doesn't have a kit, but one might be down on the site. Not sure about that. Times the issue. Finds the first. The swing in for the second. Magix will not miss. Maka nearly did it there.
That was an excellent try. If you look at the map as like a chessboard at the time that XQ was hitting, he was in such a bad position. Not by his own fault, just how the map had played out, how his teammates had to move off. Nobody was nearby. He gets 2, and I thought with that missed Molotov, maybe more teammates could get kind of on a similar angle. They could work together, but there was some nice fragging in response from Spirit. Early timeout from Looking for Org. We did criticize their timeout usage a little bit in the previous series, so nice to see one early. And of course, with MR12, you can't mess about. You need to get on top of problems fast. And I guess that's the discussion now. Half buy is through. A couple more shotguns in the mix. Yet to see massive effectiveness, I'll be honest, in this qualifier. But I'm all for the ingenuity and the excitement and the tension of where it's going to work this time.
I think in an eco, it's interesting as well, because obviously if you get 1 kill at this point, Lucky justifies it in terms of being healthy for the next round. But you do have to get that 1 kill. It is certainly a risk. Personally, I think I'm more in favor of just the pistols. They're so good on the swings, you know?
Yeah. I think pistols,
you can reliably
and then
headshot.
buying some HEs, having some flashes, just have the option to get aggressive as a team. That really feels to me like the move in this game right now is we're so hard set in Counter-Strike of players play this position for the whole map. You know what I mean? Where everyone says, "Oh, I'm the dark player. I'm the K player. I've got to play it every round." I kind of think the current state of CS2 being dynamic, playing with numbers, especially on the pistols, and just trying to force the issue somewhere, can be really effective.
Checks out to me. First one found. Lucky gonna swing in. He gets his kill. So XM justified. With the 2-tapper. Here comes the play in towards Zay. Uh-oh. 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 Gotta be careful here. Lucky's in the angle. Now things are getting weird. Arfrost's gonna hit that, but not the second. It's a 3-piece for Lucky off the XM. Talk about a way to justify.
Who are we to criticize? That is definitely the best shotgun play I've seen in CS2. Love to see it. Good for the economy too. And without a bomb plant, that puts Spirit on a little bit of a precarious position. Pauses in as they discuss this buy. And where did that round go wrong? It looked like Maka hit an absolute ripper of a headshot on the Deagle in the middle of that. Which made it all the easier. As Spirit do stumble. Spirit do stumble. You remember back to that game on the first day? We called out Spirit quite a lot for not always being on the same page. A few too many gaps. A few too many lost rounds against low buys. A lot of CS yet to play. But that is one way this series could become a lot more even.
It is interesting to see the alt prioritize. Obviously, Arfrost has been really dang good with it early on here. But, he's also an able rifler, so... not necessarily required for their setups. 3B early on here. Very light mid presence. And Donk wants to get into his home. He wants to get into the cave and take a fight. He's creeping. The Donk. Undeniable. And that's exactly why. You give him a second, he's going to get a headshot. Donk opening this round on up. And he's back.
God, he'd love a fight. He's not being presented. And Mac is falling off B at the worst possible time. The bomb is coming long. Haji is up against the world. He has to kill Donk. He has to stay alive in dark. The list is enormous for Haji to hold this site.
That's a footstep that might invite Donk in.
Wow, look at the rotates.
Ooh. They're not doing it yet.
Huge read from Looking4Org. They're all coalescing now.
They've gone for the mid push, and off that information, they're feeling a little more comfortable. Figured there'd be a lurk in mid if it was going to be the pinch A. Reasonable read. Donk, though, trading out zone ticks. It's still going to be pressure on, even with the numbers. Maka's uncomfortable. Going to catch him on the swing. Nice bit of play from Maka. Bomb may be planted, but no. Exercise is here to deny. 1-2. 18 seconds. That's the problem. Time is so low. Chopper gets scared off. The spray wasn't on, but Chopper, it's enough to shake him. Ooh. Through the wall. They have to get this planted. Oh, very fortunate that none of those bullets found Chopper. He's so low. And now they're both in here. Is there any utility? God, if there was a molly, this would be over. But there's not. So they got to do it with the guns. And they don't know where that op is necessarily. They don't know where that second player is. Here comes the swing in. Arfrost can't connect. He's done. And Chopper's so low. So very low that Lucky is quickly able to clean that up.
That was all the information play, wasn't it? There was such a long time where Haji was a dead man. If they committed. I think he found a second smoke on the ground. He smoked, I'm pretty sure he smoked B main twice. B long, that side. And just bought just enough time. I think the other hero is Maka. Just getting that one kill and staying alive. Very impressive. And they've done it. The Spirit money is taken down just low enough to force an eco. So time to breathe a little bit on this CT side. But you can't waste this opportunity. You need to bank a little bit of cash. Stave off any future recos.
That's a tough one as well, right? You got the 5v4 clean entry. You get the trade on the next. And I mean, this is one of Spirit's tendencies, is they're very comfortable running time off the clock once they have the advantage. I think we saw it cost them in that one.
Some ways, I think they were lucky to get the plant. It really should have been spammed.
Sure.
But here we go. Pista is actually not so much armor. Really relying on the Deegs to crack ahead here, I think. Flashes need to be great as well.
Noise being made. Flashbang not finding. There's 3 players here in the defense. Dalton gets 1 because, of course, he does. But looking like that might be it. Artfrost again, snappy on. These young guns are hitting. Oh, Artfrost! That's filthy. That is disgusting. Can Chopper do anything more with it? He's not got the bomb. That's a problem. 44 seconds. Hoping someone gets overzealous and hunts him. If he could somehow find another kill out of this, it would be tremendous, but there should just be no way.
Yeah, if he waits long enough, and I'm talking sub 15, maybe one of these guys starts to turn. May have made noise, though, and there's no rifles towards his side. There might be a deagle on the ground, but that's as good as it's going to get. High-lower setup. I'm stunned he made it that far, Chopper. Somehow taking individual fights, but not to be. Even so, with that investment, 3 kills, that is a good return.
Donk and Artfrost, man, they are difficult to handle. Artfrost has been really snappy so far this game as well. I mean, obviously, but the Deeg as well is just so deadly.
Yeah, and as much as we've, said 5 rifle feels the way to go, Artfrost pretty intent on AWPing this T side in all of their Anubis games. Yeah, he certainly makes good use of it. Other people should be taking note. 3B start for Looking4Org. Bolts to this side of the map. Where are you, Exercise? You playing... It's a bait setup with a pillar, I think. With Hadji behind the pillar. I guess I'm anticipating some sort of B-player contact play. Might come in the end, but at the moment, Spirit just playing extremely slow. Maybe they're anticipating aggression.
Smoking a mid. We haven't seen a lot of mid presence from Spirit early on here. Oh, we got the MJ peak going on there. Players are definitely using that full on now. Nice aggression here in towards B main. Haji catches 1. There's no one around for the trade, so this side of the map is just shut down. Great find for Looking4Org. Do they know Donk's in the corner? Oh, Maka had the idea, but just didn't have the shot. And now the pinch on A could be so very difficult. Lucky's in a tough spot. Exercise is coming in to help him, but Lucky's gone. Now it's all Exercise in heaven, and he can't even peek. He's shrouded by Molotovs. That's a big oversight for Zontix. Must have thought the ball would spread further, but Donk's just gonna kill everybody, so what does it matter? What does it matter? Donk's on the other side of the map. He thinks he's hunting already. And he might as well be.
That was a Donk moment for you. Wow. Where did that come from?
4 kills in that round? 4 kills,
I think? 4 kills. And just the way he opens up the map. Players are chasing him down. And he's just pivoting on a dime and assassinating them. What are you supposed to do if you're Looking4Org? I'm not even sure they made that many mistakes in that round. They just got donked into the next dimension.
This one's not looking like it's going to have anything doing for Looking4Org. Tried a bit of aggression, and they're checked. Donk down after just 1. Unusual. All right, Exercise. What you got on this smoke fade? Zontix has had a quiet start, so even just getting a couple anti-eco kills here might not be bad. For juicing him up, gassing him. And a 3rd as well, why not?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for Spirit now. Of course, Looking4Org's map pick. Spirit did win this in their previous bout, the opening game of this qualifier here on the A stream. We know Spirit aren't any slouches at Anubis. We just know it maybe isn't the finished product. Let's put it that way. But in the here and now, T-side is looking good. Making Looking4Org very uncomfortable. And the onus is definitely on the Frenchman to make a change. Find a more sustainable play style. I think they've struggled a lot, actually, against this slow T-side. I'm guessing Spirit, maybe even off the back of their game before against these guys, anticipating aggression. Maybe that's why they're playing so slow. Because Looking4Org have not got many early advantages. That is for sure.
Oh, that's 3 players. Magic spotted at least 2 of them. That might propel them in towards A, to be honest, or at least middle. No one's positioned to take the mid control, actually, so that's not what's going to happen. But it is the young core. I think it's interesting that Magix and Chopper often play together, and then the youngs, all coming from Spirit Academy, obviously having that existing chemistry, tend to get thrown into the fray as a unit. Because it feels almost counterintuitive to the way you would normally set up a team if these were just 5 pieces coming together, right? You put the 2 experienced players, you maybe give them less experienced partners. But not the way they play it. Donk making no secret of his presence here in the canals.
Never does. Joko's going to peek. Ooh.
Just
the right time.
That's a bit of lack of awareness. We're not used to seeing that. 25 seconds. Time pressure starting to become on. Maybe he thought Chopper was holding the angle. I thought Chopper was holding the angle, but indeed he was not. 2 players here in the defense. They're grouping up. Molotov, that's effective. That ticks. Now they're in a tough spot. Lucky, gonna rise to the challenge. 10 seconds. They gotta go. They gotta go. And that's the round. I think, again, Spirit getting a little overambitious with the clock. Play themselves out of that one.
Yeah, I think with Donk going down, it does look a little bit silly, but equally, there's 20 seconds left. He needs to group with his team. They need to go.
He has to have thought that Chopper was peeking the corner.
Yeah, who knows? But equally, why is Spirit playing slow is fine, but there's a limit to that. Yeah, they didn't have a lot of map control. They actually executed into 3A at the end. And despite a couple of nice kills from Artfrost, it was almost impregnable, that side of the map. So that time, it did bite them in the back a little bit. More than a little bit. In terms of playing slow, but no changes. Magic seems to have learned himself a nice HE lineup to prevent any aggression. We tag up players. No aggression's coming. You see how Artfrost also is posted on that B main swing. They're investing a lot of resources in terms of holding that, which of course can't be allocated elsewhere to mid control, to dark control. It all feeds in.
It has come out through a few times here for Looking4Org. Right, we got it in the last round. It chased, it didn't catch any kills, but it chased Magix off the angle. So yeah, looking to keep the options open. Dong. Ooh. Spots the upper. Knows that's a very risky fight to take. Harassment on towards A, holding presence here. Spam going back either way. They haven't really broken any of Looking4Org's default yet. Haven't found those inroads they're looking for.
Time again is whittling down. Yeah. They gotta make a decision here.
It's so hard to read Spirit right now because they just don't do anything before 30 seconds is on the clock. I'm watching Jame demos. Here they go. It's in towards B. They're rotating the 3rd player over. Looking4Org have heard this because, again, they can't really hide. And the kills come in. And they're shut down outside B main. Really not loving this pace of play at the end here. They're just... the problem isn't that they're taking so long. It's that they're getting nothing for it. And Joko will take out the last 2 mercifully before the clock expires.
So like you see in this round, a lack of A pressure, a lack of mid pressure means Looking4Org have a lot of information. The mid player has a fast rotate onto B. There's nades left for the end. They smoked into B main. It's safe to say that Looking4Org know the tempo of this game, and they're making small adjustments towards the way Spirit is playing. A change of pace could be valuable, but we're already in the final round. Of course, MR12, pistol armor buy, and, well, pace surely is going up in this round. There's so many frags out of dark. 2 for Haji, 1 for Joko, might even make it 2. This is a disaster start, and surely we're set for 6 apiece.
Well, Magix, this would be the craziest Tech 9 play we've seen. I just don't understand why the change up. Early on, they were fighting dark with Donk. They were you know, shifting up in towards mid, catching those kills, and I don't know, bit of a head scratcher to me. It's like those couple of rounds of B main aggression out from Looking4Org just froze all of Spirit's dynamic play. I think dead. And we're headed to the half.
The one you keep, I'll be right here through the hot and cold. But I'll be loyal to you. No need for drama. Farewell with you. Cry like Impala. Is it important for you? Huh? There ain't no bother. No, no. Yeah. Hey, 1, 2, 3, just get over here. No need to be sure. No. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, but alright. 1, 2, 3, just get over here. No need to be sure. No. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, but alright. Just come over. Won't you come closer? Yeah, just come over. Oh, hey. 1, 2, 3, just get over here. No need to be sure. No. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, but alright. 1, 2, 3, just get over here. No need to be sure. No. 1, 2, 3, oh, I want you near. I need you in my life, but rolling on a feeling, knowing I must go on. If I don't do it now, I will never have it. Dreaming is deceiving, falling to slumber. If I don't do it now, someone else will grab it. If I don't get, I wanted it so long. It's taking me some time. I tell myself don't stop. Like waves are breaking, I found a way, I made it. If only I don't stop. Sharper than an arrow.
Second half underway. The scoreline all knotted up. Spirit, man, lost their mojo towards the end of that one, it felt like.
Certainly did. It's the best place to get it back. Very fast stuff into mid. And you can see that Spirit are committed to the sites proper. There's a big gap and plenty of real estate already gained.
Joke will get shot by his teammate. Now they're in kind of a weird spot. Okay, we've gained CT. Everyone's back to fight this, actually. Fellas, we might have gone too far. That's the bomb. That's the bomb. Uh-oh. Now that bomb's dropped forward. Smoke goes in front of it. Uh-oh. Looking4Org have played themselves into a really tough spot now, Alan.
I don't know what you do. There's so many headshot angles as well in CT spawn. Surely only Exercise can make any damage, any indent in this round. But he needs some help from his teammates to pull presence. Take an out chopper. You don't need to be doing anything.
Oh, he's going to flash his dually teammate in, I think, but
They just don't need to. They just sit on the bomb.
still wants to. Oh, gets lucky there, maybe.
Yeah, now this is over.
Unless Haji kills everyone. Haji and Maka were the players we highlighted in the pregame. They had to be the pieces to make this happen. Surely this is possible, though. One would think. Haji getting run down. We'll get the shot on. 25 seconds.
Ooh.
Time alone is going to make this difficult. And there is a flank coming in. It's Chopper who's going to seal the deal if he backs away. What on earth? Haji, no. No way. You can't be doing him like this. He nearly does, it feels like. But Art Frost is able to claim that.
Did look a little bit over-eager at times there. Did Spirit, but all's well that ends well. If you're going to lose unnecessary players, make it on the pistol round. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that was nothing to do with CS2 that round. I think it's just straight up ancient Anubis inexperience with that sort of pistol. Because wrapping in through Temple and onto B, you're not stuck in a crossfire like they were in the end. You're, of course, giving away all the info to people playing on A. They can definitely hear you. So, yeah, I think it was always going to be a blender, to be honest. Pause is in. Are they really? They're going to buy? Without a plant? Exercise is bought. Maka 2. They're going all in. They want an early snap to this economy. You haven't seen many of these forces without a plant.
No, not a lot.
A lot on Jocko here. A lot on Jocko.
Let's see if he's up to it. Glass cannon techies too.
Had to. They dropped rifles.
Can't overcommit into that fight. Chopper, you know he wants that XM kill. He's gonna get one. That's a big one to find. He can back off of it. He's done his damage. He's done his job. They even ferry the gun out of cave to make sure that it can't be claimed. It's good awareness. I think that was Donk keeping the gun out of their hands.
Still, though, Zontix is on his own. Nearest player is Chopper,
yeah.
and he's all the way up in mid. So this next engagement is still important. This round is absolutely still on. If Looking4 can just find a gap, they're leaving Lucky in towards mid by the looks of it. And all the focus is on this A prong. Information for Spirit on B. And Zontix has come off at the worst time. Might be caught readjusting. Another for Chopper. And now Zontix has that info. Just stay alive, brother. Wait for the cavalry.
Ticking into heaven, but now the cavalry is indeed here. We got the bodies. Zontix not able to win that duel, but he does do damage. Trades there. They're getting the plant off. Exercise. Your cover's about to be blown away, and he's done for. So, the force buy a little more successful than initially looked, but Spirit survive. Zontix, the reason why he pulled off, Chopper in mid was calling for him to throw a flashbang. So he comes all the way back around to throw a flashbang for Chopper. It does get a kill, which is great, but golly, does it put Zontix in a really tough spot.
Let's have a look if Looking4Org buys. Because there is a case here. A pretty strong case for going in again. Lucky buys. Yep, we're going in again. We're going in again. We're playing the full economy game because they know the Donk has no money. Art Frost neither. A couple of these guys are in double eco territory. So without any saves, Spirit going to be in a very precarious position if they lose this round. And what are we getting? Fast play into mid. Molly straight through the smoke. Chopper's up close, but there's so many adversaries. Gets traded. Oh, that second kill's beautiful. So much space now in mid.
Actually claiming it. Ooh, that was ambitious from Donk. Trying to take command of the round, trying to bail out his teammate Zontix, and Zontix is under so much pressure, and he knows it. Looking one way, caught from the other. It's over. Now, one of the key pieces to Spirit's success on this map in the defense has been Zontix. They leave a ton of responsibility on him on A.
Yeah.
They leave him pretty much on his own most of the time. And he has not been having a hot map so far.
Yeah, I'd say in CS2 with how Pika's advantage is playing, I think it's the toughest position. It's A anchor on this map because they're right side and they have the advantage. Certainly should be considering. I mean, we saw some double AWPing from this team in the past. Could also put Art Frost there and play rifles elsewhere. There are options. And I certainly think the other aspect, Mike, is that at some point you have to be like pragmatic and just say, in rulebook Counter-Strike, in the way we practice, this could work. But with the way Zontix is playing right now, maybe we shouldn't be leaving him exposed. Maybe he should even be playing retake. At some point, you've got to make a change.
I mean, so here's the thing. They don't have the weaponry for it now. But previously, one of the things they've done, and what we've seen a lot of teams do, is, you know, get him up further in towards A main. Set up early with a second player just to get him into that tight angle, into that tight corner. Use utility to stall it. It's one way to mitigate. Zontix, trying to play elsewhere, is just deleted on the peak. Joko, lights out on these entries. Donk here by Glyph, eliminated as well. Just no chance really for Spirit to shoot back, and that is a commanding round from Looking4Org.
Very good. So easy in these rounds to lose 3-4 players. But this is clean. Very clean. And fully justified in mounting that economic pressure. Now they're going to get the reward. Is Spirit have a heavy eco in the next around these saves. And then even after that, probably not an ideal buy. It's looking good for Looking4Org, you know. It's going to be an even scoreline now. Probably going to be 9-8 with good economy as well later on. T side of a map like Anubis. It's a pretty mighty recovery.
Terrorists win.
For a moment, that magic spot in. He sells it wisely. Don't think they can be chasing the buy at this juncture.
So one aspect I don't like about it is that you get forgiven for making a mistake like that.
So here's the thing. For professional play, not a huge fan, but I think that it is one of those quality of life changes that just makes the game more accessible. And so
absolutely.
it's fine. And also, yeah, during professional play, it is kind of funny when someone misbuys and just gets punished for it. But also in MR12, where you have so few rounds, if you're trying to maximize meaningful impact rounds, losing 2 rounds of economy to a blunder like that is just kind of an outweighed consequence, I think.
Yeah, certainly when you look at the grand scheme. Especially for new players that still, you know, learning which guns make sense. We take for granted that, you know, you buy an AK on T side, you get an M4 and CT. Some people have to learn. Okay. Well, it's just this USPs around the saved guns. There goes the most potent of those. Shoddy boy on Chopper. And now we just need some good space. And the only player here is Artfrost behind central pillar. He gets taken down, and well, just what the doctor ordered. A very clean couple of rounds so far for the Frenchman.
Anyone could, it would be Donk. I just look at the spaghetti legs when people are swinging like that. It's absolutely ridiculous. They look like they're rollerblading. That is the one thing about the new movement. I mean, obviously the Michael Jackson peak is the most egregious example of it right now, but you see it just in casual swings as well. It just looks...
It's dancing, it's poetic.
But the reason why it looks so weird is that it looks like the body is being moved around by the top, and that the legs are just kind of being dragged along with it. You know?
You watch
so
any
it's like a
1.6.
puppet flying back and forth.
1.6 looked pretty similar. And 1.6 had a I can't remember the name of it, but like a movement mechanic where you could like abuse. Everyone did it as part of the game. But you could abuse the way you peek corners, have less of your model showing, and all this sort of thing. So it's not a new thing to Counter-Strike. Very, very, very few things are new to Counter-Strike, being 20+ years now.
Yeah.
Well beyond that, actually, 25 years in various iterations.
There are some things, though, that I think should stay in its past, and inconsistent model viewing on peaks is one of those that I would personally like out. Good timing on the Molotov. Art Frost posted up. They might have been close enough to hear that scope, actually. I'm not sure. Range on that for exercise.
Util's going to become a problem for the CD side. It's just on 6 with 1 smoke left. It's a whole minute to go. Certainly not in the util department. Going to get a lot of advantages now. Just committing to the sides. Mid is fully open. And because mid is fully open, they feel very compelled to go for this A aggression. It looks like exercise is in front. At the same time, they're going for B aggression. Both sides of the map. And not terribly well on either side. That is a disaster. Trying to take space. Walking right into the jaws of this offense. And that round has fallen apart in seconds.
That's a great job from Looking4Org. I mean, just completely altering the pace, right? They've been going so quickly that they've now trained Spirit to dump that util to try and shut things down on the initial foray. And Spirit are really having trouble here.
I don't even blame them for the aggression, you know. I'm not sure they had a great other option. It's just they play themselves into that position where they had no info. It's what you'd like to do is make a piece of aggression off an educated guess, you know, and say, we're pretty sure there's players in mid. Okay, if we push B, maybe there's only one guy here. They didn't know any of that. They just had to blindly go, and they went straight into the grasp of hell.
Haji's reading this. Oh no, gun's not going to be able to be saved. Nice kill from Haji. He's asking if they want an op. Nope, apparently not. Maki is perfectly content to play with the rifles, as we've seen before.
You know, you're having a good day in the office if your stat line is significantly better than Donk.
Yeah.
Very good day. And you said it before the series, or at least very early on in this map. You know, who are the men that actually have the ceiling, have the caliber to take it to some of these individuals on Spirit? And you said it. It was Haji and Maka. Maka in that first half had his moments, but I think now Haji on the rifle is able to manipulate things in the mid round, able to get good fights. He's been sensational.
He has. He has indeed. Just call me a prophet, you know? Sometimes I know things.
That's why you're doing well in fantasy. You just know what's going to happen.
Hey.
I maintain that you're doing well in fantasy because there are no majors or RMRs for you to go overboard on the NA teams.
You know, the NA players have actually been good. I think it's just about Cole being actually good, which means that when I invest in them,
that Cole team is good.
I did lose a week to going a little too heavy on the M80 Kool-Aid, but you know, I'm just so good I can take those 0-pointers.
You have to when a Brit's coaching a team, you got to. Got to be done. I believe they're in Sheffield right now. M80 guys.
I know they were for a while. Are they back?
I think they are. I was on a call earlier with Pete, who runs Endpoint in the facility. I believe they're there right now.
That's cool. They need that prac. They need that time together. I'm really happy about how much support they're getting from the org. It's just, I mean, it's a rarity, right? For the 5 players on that team, I realize this is a complete non sequitur from the game we're on. I think one of them, Manx, has maybe had that kind of support before. I guess Wolfie maybe as well when he was part of Fnatic Rising, but certainly neither of the Americans. Whoa, Zontix able to get one done with the P250, but Donk is traded out, and blinded or not, Exercise will get this kill. Pressure on in the backside. Art Frost. Dunzo. Magic's managing to make some damage happen here, and Chopper's coming into cave late. This could get a little weird, but Joko has the presence of mind to check it. And so this one is looking over.
Stabilizing
Anubis
the end.
is starting to feel over, isn't it, Alan?
It's not looking good. Not looking good for Spirit. Granted, this round was just pistols, but you know, it has to be said that a lot of Spirit in this tournament, I'm not going to say they rely on the low buy rounds and the force buys and the big deagle kills from Art Frost and Donk and Zontix, but it helps you a lot when you're winning unlikely rounds, when you're getting economic control off the back of just doing massive damage on the pistols. And that actually hasn't been a factor on the CD side so far. They haven't got a lot out of these low buy and eco rounds and force buy rounds. Looking for Org, I don't know if they've changed something since 2 days ago, but they are looking very clean up against pistols.
They are indeed. I think there was a Chopper interview at one point where he was talking about Donk as the new acquisition. And he said something along the lines of, sometimes I'm watching a moment in scrims where I just assume we've already lost the round, and then Donk kills 3 with the deagle.
Yeah.
And I say, nice.
Say,
The most
nice call to
Chopper-
me. That was a
Chopper
great strike,
interview
guys.
ever.
Yeah. And we used to have that with Boros, where just the most ridiculous things would happen. And, you know, with a player like Donk, can't buy that. They're going straight in, you know. They're going to go through the smoke, surely. Nades lined up. That molly might make it very awkward. Gonna commit. Flash is ineffective. Donk gets a good angle. I'm surprised. Didn't actually get 2 out of that. Magic, though, is connecting.
Utility?
What the heck's going on there?
He must have touched his own molly. He must have been damaged up enough to touch his own Molotov. Oh no.
So much
Exercise
happened in
burned
there.
alive there. Arfrost got a collat.
Yeah,
and then
there was
Exercise burns alive.
Yeah.
Was he must have been tagged on the collat as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably a triple tag, wasn't it?
Yeah, Arfrost is vibing off of that one. Yeah, that's basically a triple.
That's wild, because that looked quite... I know they had a man advantage, but with Magic stuck pillar, with fumbling nades, I don't know why he didn't stay gone out. It looks bad.
That looked done. It looked really bad, but
And then
Arfrost
the
just
game-
kills them all.
He was just over. Wow.
Bailout. All right.
Well, we're paying attention now. We are paying attention. Arthros this time flipped onto A. We've mentioned earlier the Zontics, let's be real, it's having a bit of a tough game. So why not make a change? It's Artfrost on location. First time, I believe, in this half. And he falls off actually at just the wrong time. I'm not sure if there's any nadage to get him back. He plays a deeper position. Bomb is coming over. And it looks very likely that Artfrost is about to be tested.
Hits the first, swings in for the second.
Wow.
That's throwing good money after bad and Exercise. What a ripper of a round. 3 headshots, 3 openers, round win. Just solo, created. It's not like anyone was setting him up. He just swung out and killed them all.
Amazing. Demons earlier in this game being exercised right there. As Looking4Org are going to claim 12 rounds. A reminder, these teams played day 1 of the qualifier. Looking4Org picked Anubis and lost it. If they can win this map, we know they can win on Nuke. We know their Vertigo is decent, if not pretty good. This series and its complexion could be about to change. And then some. Spirit, for the first time in this qualifier, to me, looked rattled.
And now, well, depending on how this next 3 rounds go, there could be a lot of scrutiny on the Nuke pick. Reminder that Looking4Org toppled them on Nuke when last they met. And we talk a lot about it can be very tough to beat a team on a map twice in a very short span of days. I guess we're going to find out. Haji catches an 8 early. XM on Magics. Playing aggressive to the B entrance. These nades are nice. I'll tell you that much.
Okay. What's the next move? Artfrost again is playing A. There's a definite adjustment to what was happening earlier. Oh my lord! You are lucky to be alive, Mr. Artfrost. Requires some flashes from Zontix to get out. Follow up HE. That is even more damage. They are intent on fighting B at this T side. But the smoke for now should isolate them out. I will say I do think players need to be a little bit more frugal with their HE usage, because how many times have we seen afterplans and things like that where that one HE at the end
Makes all the difference.
I mean, it's worth enormous amounts.
I think in these limited rounds, maybe they feel a little bit more desperate to get the early damage, especially with the lesser guns. But Chopper, 1-for-1, opens up mid. Now this is going to be very tough. You can see 2 players rotating in from Spirit to try and do something about this, but they're smoked out, and their spam actually tips them off. The Zontix is under pressure. 1 found. That might not be enough. I don't think it is. Everyone's rotating back in from that heaven angle. Gain the ground. If ever there was a time for a donk round, this would be it. Not able to find the kill. Coming out worse for the wear on the damage. And Magic's, again, just with an XM. What are you going to do here? Gives it the donk. All right. Yeah, bait him on the entry. See what he can do. Can it connect? Lucky trades it out. Magic's able to put some work in with the rifle. All under exercise now. He can put this game to bed. And he's going to do exactly that. Lines him up, knocks him down. It's even a collat to finish things off. Why not there? Exercise.